Today you will be able to identify main characteristics of elements of weather. There are different elements of weather that we experience in our daily life. Before starting the lesson, I will ask a question from you to check your previous knowledge about the topic. What comes in your mind when you see that picture? Yes, these are the four elements of weather. First is temperature, humidity, air pressure and wind. Today we will discuss about first three elements of weather. Temperature. Temperature refers to the degree of hotness or coldness of air. The degree of hotness and coldness of air is called temperature. The temperature of surrounding varies from place to place. For example, cities tend to have higher temperature than farmland. This is because cities have more building and paved surface such as road, which absorb more heat than surface covered with trees, grasses and bare soil. Another example would be that is colder on mountain than on lowland area. This is because gases in the atmosphere are denser near the surface due to pull of gravity. Since these gases absorb heat, most of the heat stays near the surface. In contrast, there is less water vapor and other gases to absorb heat on mountain. During the day, solar radiation exceeds and Earth's surface become warmer. At night, solar radiation is received and Earth's surface cool. It cools until about an hour after sunrise. Shortly after sunrise, solar radiation is received by the Earth gradually become warmer. In some places, the day and night temperature difference, that is also called temperature range, can be very big because sometimes 10 degrees centigrade or more. In desert, the temperature range can be as high as 40 degrees centigrade during the day but fall below 0 degrees centigrade at night. The Earth's surface heated up by sun rays. The sun gives off energy in the form of solar radiation. That is called sun rays or also solar radiation. But 55% of solar radiation received by the Earth and its temperature is reflected, while remaining 45% is absorbed. The radiation that is converted into heat. The Earth emits heat gives off as terrestrial radiation. The amount of heat gained from solar radiation is about equal to amount of heat lost through temperature or terrestrial radiation. Terrestrial radiation are the radiation or the heat from the surface that Earth emits at the night time. This unique balance keeps the Earth from getting progressively warmer or colder. Then air pressure. Air pressure refers to the force that is exerted on the Earth's surface. In fact, air is constantly rushing in all directions, up, down and sideways. Air pressure is greatest at sea level. It decreases as we go higher because the air becomes thinner. Air pressure also changes with temperature. When the temperature is high, the air pressure will be low, and when the temperature is low, the air pressure will be high. Because when the temperature is high, the air heat up and expand and rises. The area which is the heating take place will have low air pressure. You can easily understand the air pressure with that picture. Formation of wind due to changes in air pressure. First of all, when the ground gets heated, the air above it gets heated and rises because it expands and rises. So, with the heating or rising of heat, the area develops the low pressure when the air rises. the air go upward, and as we move upward the temperature is going to be decreased, so the warm air rises and it becomes cool and it transfer to a new place. That colder air get very heavy and it sink and denser than the surrounding air, so it move downward, and with that air the area of high pressure develops there in that place. So the air move from high pressure to low pressure area, and the difference between the regions A and B causes the cool air to rush as a wind, and so because wind move from high pressure to the low pressure area. The third one is atmospheric moisture. Atmospheric moisture refers to the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere. It also called humidity. Although we can see rain but not the moisture in the air, there is actually like a sponge that hold moisture in the form of water vapor. The difference between the evaporation and transpiration. Evaporation. Water become water vapor when evaporation take place. Evaporation take place when the sun rays heat the surface of water bodies like lakes, river and oceans. In transpiration, water vapor or evaporation also take place and water also released by the plant through the leaves. This process is called transpiration. When evaporation and transpiration take place at the same time, it is called evapotranspiration. The amount of water vapor the air can hold depend on the temperature. It's called humidity. The higher the temperature, the more water vapor the air can hold. Conversely, the lower the temperature, the less water vapor the air can hold. At given temperature, the air can hold the maximum amount of water vapor. If the amount of water vapor exceeds the maximum, we say the air is saturated. When the air is saturated, the air cannot have more capacity to hold more water, so it can precipitate. If the amount of water vapor is below the maximum at the given temperature, we say that earth is unsaturated. When there is enough atmospheric moisture in the air, the moisture releases as hail, snow or rain. This is our today lesson. There are some questions to check your understanding about the topic. You will do these questions on your loose shoes. What is the difference between evaporation and transpiration? What is relative humidity? How wind form due to changes in air pressure? Explain how temperature affect air pressure and atmospheric moisture. How surface heated up by sun radiations. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.